Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Beneath Oresa, where our deck is alright. I'm a little unsure if I think we're going to survive here. 135 is not a lot of max HP. And it does kind of make me want to take just the gain 10 here. I'm like actually very worried about our fragility, but also like Antiquora are very powerful sometimes. Some of them are. So when the combat begins, oh yeah, okay, the maneuvers in your opening hand are quicker. The first time you play a non-fading, non-fleeting maneuver, it comes back and it's free. Or once you have shuffled your deck, gain 1 fury over. These are all kind of soft, huh? You have like a pretty explosive first turn, but like the first turn is not the thing that matters in the fights that are dangerous. I guess we'll take drug-induced rage. That was a pretty low value hit there. So we have a couple of things that regain pulse, right? Although the pain transmutator won't be active on the first round. Yeah, so I think I'm actually really torn as to which one of these effects is better for us. I think it's the pulse. I'm gonna take the pulse. Yo, alright, these fucking guys. Alright, each time a curse is erased, the thing, when the combat begins, get a lot of curses. Each time this foe is injured, they heal for 3 HP. Okay. Servo assistant right off the top. Let's cleanse out some take covers. Run them adaptive patterns. Cloak H4D is useless, so we're trying the shuffler for maybe the first time ever. I'm certainly not happy about it. Alright, we don't want to link strike until after we've fired our ammo tricks here. Are you doing melee attack? You are doing a melee attack. So this probably will hit. You're going to catch me for 46? Yeah, I'll take the Caltrops dispenser. I am concerned. For sure I am concerned. So what are we firing this turn? We have 4 pulse worth of attacks lined up. Taking a slice ceasefire now, we're just gonna end up discarding it, so. Okay. Link strike first. Let's get the Caltrops dispenser up and then bang, bang. And then I just take 46. Let's reload my gun. We are about to be on a fresh cylinder. So is there a reason to... I don't think there's any reason not to just play both of these. Full auto obviously is pretty bad here. Scavenge Demise at least has like an okay amount of base damage, and we do get to improvise trigger. Explosive Echo's pretty not exciting, but I don't have any evasion stuff. I'm not going to trigger Holographic Echo. I guess Holographic Echo can be tossed to not this one though. Something to be said for that. Oh, these are rough. This has evasion on it. This makes me change areas now that it no longer matters. So we want a personal stash. While that's relatively high, so that we can hit the other fresh cylinder, and we can do so with bullets that do stuff. And then it is just damage race all the time, right? Precog myself. And we're not going to get any special play out of summary execution against this enemy. Yeah, the funny thing is playing at Miracle now wouldn't even kill him. These guys are like harder than some of the bosses. They certainly take more out of you. Okay, we do not have a full ammo hand refresh here, so probably it's best to do this and get the spare ammo. What you hitting for this turn? 18 times 3. That's a really frustrating amount of damage. I mean, it's got to be all damage, right? It's got to be the race. The only thing we have is the race. All right, show me a slug. All right, that's pretty bad outcome there. This is a pulse bullet, so I am shielding at least some of this. Do I want Unbridled Reloader running? I mean, we got to get our bullets, right? Yeah, just lethal, and Miracle wouldn't even have saved us. Yeah, those monks are a real problem. They are definitely the thing that ends your game. Interesting. Repurgators adds 3 overzealous to your base deck, but replaces your deck with 15 cards chosen from 40. So you get to like draft your initial deck. Hectos is available as a companion. That's fun. We've unlocked this card that we've been playing with for the whole run, so that's fun. The wolf is now available as a companion. When the deck is shuffled, take 20. Jesus. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough with the gunslingers. I feel like the gunslingers don't have attacks that are significantly better than the attacks that are available to the other people, but because they have both pulse and ammo limiting their attacks, like there are 2 different ways for you to run out of gas on your turn, and the counter attackers have a mechanic whereby they just get to ignore some number of attacks, and once you get like reasonably good at controlling it, you are, you know, just blunting 40 plus damage attacks with regularity. The virus people, they go off much more effectively. Like their maximum combo state is just like rip and tear. I'm having a really hard time finding the gas lines with the gunslingers. Gain the Sentient Shield Antiquorum. The foes called as reinforcements have Fury and more max HP. That doesn't seem so bad. I wonder what the Sentient Shield is. We'll try that. So we're gaining access to more companions, but they must only be available to certain people? Or like... So like if I play you, I get the wolf, right? Yeah, the wolf is available. That makes sense. It's a bummer that we're unlocking all of these like extra companions and stuff for people who don't need the help. Out of curiosity though, what do they do? Okay, so each combat start with a bunch of retaliation. Gain a pulse, return a card from the discard. Wow. That's a good card. Each combat, open a couple smites. Consume all of your charge. Gain 5. Wow, 5 shield per charge. Yeah, see, like the numbers in the counterattacker deck just scale way better. Lose 15 HP every combat or heal if you are below 50%. The wolf wants you to be bloodied. Each time you destroy a foe while bloodied, heal 3 HP toward being no longer bloodied. Each attack you discard while bloodied is a shield. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Anorak doesn't seem so good. Hectos though. Hectos seems solid. Solid plus, maybe. And she's like the only one who has access to those. Even the other, I don't know. Okay, the other house guy has access to Hectos at least. That's weird. It's weird that there are some there's some sort of like hidden assistance. It's not even like suggested to you by any of the other stuff. Well, all right. So what are we going to run that's more likely to work? I got to be honest with you. It really, really feels like Sahoma is like so much better than the other companions. I hate to like go back to that well. I would like to feel like I was doing different things. I mean, you give so many card upgrades. Maybe, you know what? Maybe Asandra can get us somewhere. So what? It's Who and Asandra. If we're gonna take like one more run at this, you are the one who is most likely to build up like some melee ability. Flynn gets other stuff going. He gains more bullets. And Zakaan just kind of does weird random stuff all the time. I really like Zakaan though. Better ammo trick is definitely fun. Polymorph gun is good to start with, and it becomes great. Yeah, I kind of want to stick with Zakaan. I know that one didn't work out too well, but I think maybe we just have to prioritize HP a little bit more. I feel like emergency channeling is basically never playable. As almost anyone, really? Like... Okay. Whenever you take damage, heal 3. That's interesting. That's a cool antiquorum to start with. Okay. Show me a reward. The cloak might be... I don't know. I'm going to take the shuffler. The cloak's going to be 4 shielding, right? Because, like, obviously, that dude's dead. It is a bummer to have to spend 2 bullets on him, though. And it really sucks. Non-lethal damage. Non-lethal damage is fake. It is not real damage. Choose a card from your draw pile. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to do this because, you know, Polymorph does already have... It is already free. Wow, we have very little to play here. So you're just buffing. You're doing a very small amount of damage. It is wild how much the enemies scale over the course of a run. Like, this is kind of a good example of how the gunslinger cards are kind of just like weird and bad. A single pulse card that gives you 16 shield is only okay. One that requires you to do stuff for your 16 shield is a lot less compelling. And this, like, you're doing this thing way less often with everybody except for Sahoma, right? Gain 9 shielding and pull a card from the discard pile. I guess. There's nothing really, like, interesting or fun back here. And you go back in the deck. I guess we'll just hold on to this other ammo trick. I am going to need some bullets. Alright, show me... Yeah, like a pistol whip. It's just something that needs... Something that doesn't need a bullet, basically. Yeah, sure. Dump that. Let's just get a... Let's get a full reshuffle. Wow. Well, I can't do that, so... Oh, this does cost me 2 bullets. And it isn't even lethal. Wait, it was lethal. Didn't it say it did 12 on it? Did it not have my fury? Oh, I played a card that gained fury, though. Right, I gained 3 fury and then did the thing. Well, I do like Cobalt Roulette quite a bit. Point blank opening, or point blank here and the evasion there both do allow us to play with range a little bit, and I don't want to discount that too much. But like Cobalt Roulette, 35 is a lot of extra damage. Like a lot. So, into Quorum and upgrade versus increase companionship and remove. Yeah. Thing is, it would be nice to hold on to some, like, to have some guard, but you got to get way better guard cards than that. All right. Okay. We'll take the Fury. Fury is immediately relevant. Show me a card that does any damage. Sufficient. It's actually really good. Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter, right? We just need gun. Or we just need bullet. Bullet will do the job. I think we'll take a summary execution. I think it's actually quite good. Some of the cards are alright. Hell yeah, better rewards. Always with the better rewards. First time you play an attack near this foe, gain a curse. Well, I mean, it's happening. Overclocker's not bad. I think at this point, though, with our cards being so crummy, there's going to be a lot of situations where it makes more sense to just get, like, anything else. Okay, precog 3. You know, you're not technically an attack. That's a real shame. I was hoping to draw something that was going to get this straight shot above. Okay. Functional. Should probably actually play my shuffler as well. You're definitely disappointed every time the shuffler comes back as bonus ammo. Well, the odds that we get a kill here are very low. I guess we'll dump the Cobalt Roulette. Ugh. The game sure does love to give us Ground Zero. And other such garbage. Okay, the 5 damage 8 times is not non-lethal. Oh, I probably want an experimental slug, right? Okay, we probably don't need to take the heal. I want to get to the card upgrades here, and I know I'm like passing over a card upgrade to go for them. And I'm getting an attack card that I don't think is actually any good. Alright, so upgrades. Number one, most important thing, this refills my gun. Ammo trick are now digitalized. One of two cards. The 15% chance to be chips. This, when you play it, when you play the servo assistant, it gains you a chip. This has a chance to give you chips off of the other thing. I mean, there's certainly other stuff in here that's interesting to upgrade. There's a lot to be said for just like free servo assistant though, huh? Yeah, I think I'm actually really curious about this. Free servo assistant's probably cool, but let us instead take the one that does weird stuff. Hopefully I won't regret that. Our average card is still bad enough in this deck. The draw 2, discard 2 definitely feels better. Alright, what is our pattern? These are both crummy. I guess the long shot? Yeah, those are not among the better ones. So I would love to drop this dude. Target is 35 HP or less. Yeah, we just play this and... Well, I guess let's Cobalt Roulette first. We might get lucky. I hate discarding Polymorph Gun, but you know, you're looking for the 0 damage, 47 health straight shot. Then we Experimental Slug this nerd. Gain ourselves some ammo back, which is cool. And summarily execute him. And you go ahead and buff yourself. Feel free. Oops. Turns out it didn't matter. Who could have foreseen this? Chosen 5's too good to pass up, right? There's some pretty good Antiquora out there, but card upgrades and yeah. So make it cost 1 bullet less to do the whole thing. Or expand the threshold a little bit. Only by 7 HP too. It's a weird... Huh. That is weird, right? I think I'm going to take the version Master Tinker that makes it be an amount of shielding that actually matters. Like every time you play a card that gains you 20 shielding, you're going to feel that you played it. Choose a card and give it Anchor. What would I want to give Anchor? So Anchor just makes the card not be discarded when you don't play it, right? So it's something that you're holding on to looking for like the right moment. I guess Summary Execution's not a terrible example. We'll just take the normal attack there. Alright, give me a cool pattern. You know, that's a cool pattern. So this is a melee attack. If we run over there to hit that guy with it, I have no way to back off, so he's not going to change directions on us, and we'd have to punch through the shields on these other dudes. This is just a really rough setup. Yo, bouncing hit. It's a shame you're fleeting, but you're still 21 damage. This, sadly, will not get us where we are going. But the Fury has made it just possible to reduce its cost, so that's fun. Okay. Servo Assistant digitalized ammo trick. Alright, we got nothing off of that, which really sucks. I probably want to just hold on to them, honestly. Well, no, I've chosen 5. Let me play one of these. So if we pull a chip, it will be free, right? Didn't pull a chip on either of them. That's sad. Alright, well then I think I am ending the turn by... Oh, well, I'm doing this. What am I talking about? Because that gives me my pulse back. And then I'm ending the turn by playing Chosen 5. I could have emergency channeled for a pulse there. I don't think that would have been the right move. So straight shot into summary execution allows us to drop you. And then... yeah, I guess we polymorph. As much for the refill as anything else. Take this buffed up version of last round, but not actually play it. Just lives in our deck. Okay, so yeah, we got a chip here. I do like that. I think we just play last round to get damage. Okay, first time a foe is destroyed each round. That's interesting. Optimetabolizer is not terrible either. If we run a little bit of an injector-heavy strategy, this certainly can do some stuff for us. Yeah, you know what? We'll see. We'll see if we can pick up some injectors. Try very hard not to play them. Just try to draw them all the time. Gain an unrivaled card, do an upgrade, versus remove a card, gain an antiquorum. Yeah. Alright, do we want another experimental slug? Astute Mind is like okay-ish. I kind of just want another experimental slug. Okay, got Big Barrels Never Tire, which is honestly not that good. And then, is it... I think it's probably Upgrade Chosen 5. Do we want a quick shot off of the full ammo? Or do we want to draw an attack? I mean, this gets us a shot whether or not we have any pulse left. Something to be said for that. Hooray! We're not going to get to the final boss with 135 max health. Yeah, let's go for the heavy one. This early in the run, I think we gotta. What are the odds on Cobalt Roulette? Honestly, they're not terrible. Alright, dump a non-red card, and there you go, 47. Let's also do a polymorph. I guess I could have waited on that. I was just thinking, like, information, right? The target and each foe near them take a bunch of damage. I'll take Canny Diversion, I guess. And then it's like free straight shot into other straight shot. And Canny Diversion for some cover. For some guard. Probably should have done the spikes first. Oops. Sadly, still not able to get there. You know what? Let me ammo trick. Okay, never mind. Able to get there. And would have been so without the fury, I think. Getting 1 ammo off of the trick, and okay, you're not actually doing anything this turn. Cool. Pulse is cool. We're adding 3 of these to our... Yeah, we'll just do that. So 73 is a lot to get through. We can go... You're going to flee far before attacking, sadly. Non-lethal. Makes it pretty unexciting. Alright, bullets in gun. Let's find me something that does damage. That'll do. And I wasn't even adjacent to it when it exploded. For maybe the first time ever? Each round, a random foe takes 8 damage. I mean, at least it's something each round. Like, this is 5 damage once per fight. Yeah, Blind Justices seems pretty good. The unpredictability, obviously, is a little bit of a bummer. I'm honestly considering just taking out Viper's Bite. I wonder if they would allow me to do that, because it's part of my companion's setup, but it seems terrible. Well, there will be times when it's going to be... You know what? I'll just take the healing here so I don't feel compelled to take healing at the next thing. Although, honestly, I probably didn't need them need it in either place. Alright, choose 2 cards, reduce their cost by 1, and make them consumable. So get these out of my deck. Ah, the Council. Add 1 forbidden name to the draw pile each time this foe attacks. Okay. So I think we want to focus on this one first. I'll get my servo assistant live. Let's shoot some bullets before I hit polymorph. Yeah. Extra quick shot every round. We're going to be a little hard pressed to have the ammo to take advantage of all that. And we can get into melee. Gosh, maybe I want to take the polymorph now then. If I'm thinking I'm going to want to play Viper's Bite. Just to make sure we can get a good chunk of damage in. This has the highest base damage, and it has an effect that will actually do something when it's played. And then, yeah, I guess we better Viper's Bite. We'll poke that one so they flee far before attacking. Okay. It's not actually a terrible time for a slice ceasefire. Wow, we drew nothing. I guess I can cover a little bit here. And then I have a pulse and I don't actually need this. Sure. That doesn't get us out of damage, right? No, it doesn't. But it effectively covers 10 of the damage. It's pretty good. It's pretty all right. Obviously, you know, you want to be using it in situations where you're actually going to get the full benefit. All right, it's you. You are the one with the unchained power. All right, so let's start with Cobalt Roulette. I do like... Yeah, that went pretty well. get a pulse? We got a pulse. I guess a pulse is maybe not the thing I needed most. Ammo trick me? If the cylinder is empty after the shot, gain 8 shield. Well, it certainly can be. I was really hoping to have a way to, you know, deal some more damage there. No bullets, but I do have pulse. Ammo trick's pretty unlikely to fix that. Yeah. Let's just take the ammo trick as a bullet. Alright, and we'll be down one of these. Okay, random card in hand is erased. Draw a card, and also... actually, playing this doesn't really do anything. I am going to... Master Tinker is all the shield we'll need. Give me one of these, and... yeah, I guess those three? I really don't want to have to play 2 attacks here, you know? But my hand has been forced. Okay, there we go. Maybe I can get away with just one. Do I draw 2 cards? I probably draw 2 cards. Okay, we're already covered on shielding. What I need is bullets. What's still in my deck? Just that cryo grenade. So not terribly compelling. If I ammo trick, I'm just going to be sad again. We have a chosen 5 in here, but, you know, we are not so likely to draw it immediately. Each time you play a card, not an attack. So actually, if we play Big Barrels Never Tire, and then... oh, actually that sees itself being played. Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. Then give me Experimental Slug into Extra Pulse, which is the perfect reward, given the situation that we're in. I'm going to Unstable Force Field again so that it's not a problem when I emergency channel. Yeah, and then we'll just, you know, use infinite bullets here. And I guess burn this, take cover. And then draw me a card. Well, I guess I knew what that was going to be. Whatever. We'll play it to get it out of the way. Random foe gains 2 temporary fury. You know? Yeah. Cool. It's the person I'm killing. You always hope that's going to be the case. Alright, dislodging gunfire is great, because that turns us into a double tap for the kill. And then... okay, so you're fleeing. I'm going to go ahead and Viper's Bite you. Alright. The thing came true. It actually happened. Pardon me. Tap, tap, tap. And I guess we just call it there. 31 damage feels very doable. There we go. I gained a pulse from that second shot. In case anyone was keeping track. Unstable Cells gives you a pulse every round in kind of a roundabout way, an unpredictable way. Honestly, like... I don't know. Let's reveal some cards. Add 2 curses to the draw pile and increase your hand size. I don't love that. I think I'm not going to take the crown. These are both good in certain circumstances. I wish I knew what the small chance of gaining both was. I wish that was a number. But we're looking for something a little bit juicier. Yo! Eco Synthesizer plays quite well with our bullshit. Yeah, things that give us injectors are definitely unusually powerful. This is ridiculous. All right, so you are fleeing. Got nothing off of that. That's really disappointing. Yeah, let's take a little bit of early shielding. This guy's got a lot of damage output. Do I want to keep the Viper's Bite? It's definitely like a real concern. I guess I will. I will. So I think we're probably just doing straight shot into polymorph. Hoping to draw something that's going to be good and exciting to play. Could be better. Pour fire is at least a reasonable amount of damage. Should I have just third nectared at the start of the fight? Because this is our yeah, this is our volatile one. Yeah, I should have. Alright, I feel a little silly. We weren't going to get the kill anyway, though. Alright, you know what? I'm going to emergency channel through my shield for additional shield. Yeah, because we don't have to take very much damage here at all. And then also, we get to put some cool stuff in our draw pile. I don't know that it matters terribly which one of these we do. Okay, so we are going to get reinforcements here in just a moment. So definitely play that. So summary execution's going to go off and do the whole routine, even though this guy only has less HP than the initial shot would deal. I'm pretty sure. So let's drop him with the other thing. And then here I'm only taking 21. Do this, take the quick shot, and then just sadly eat 16 damage. But at least we're healing for 3 every time we get hit. Alright, pull the quick shot. So that one won't flee to get far. Alright, I think we got a Cobalt Roulette before we do anything else here. Alright, we did manage to draw red, so... Got nothing again, really. Okay, 16 damage. That'll work. <clears throat> 50% more damage as long as you are not in their zones. So it's not like super worth it to Viper's Bite over dealing real damage. What, this is a 10 damage attack that's being boosted to 15. I might be better off just standing in place and doing more gun damage myself. You know, let me do this just to see. You know what? I'm just gonna not take any of it, but I will shoot you in the face. Wow, really? Nothing. Okay, big barrels never tire. Which we just barely can't take advantage of. Let's ammo trick. We're looking for any source of free damage. Come on. Ah, it's a shame. Well, double tap is still decent. Yeah, because it gives us a quick shot. It gets us most of the way there. And then obviously, you know. From there, it's pretty straightforward. Do I want a second chosen 5 or do I want a precise plan? Precise plan's pretty good. Yo, precise plan is pretty good. Okay, companionship's going up. So we're going to get ethereal elevation. Choose one of 3 unrivaled cards. I think I want to take this. Increase a card's damage by 3. What do we think? You know what? Damage bonuses for the card that can get triple damage. And then I think we're talking about just like basic straight shots are coming out of the deck now. What if it was all gas? What if the deck was all gas all the time? Wouldn't that be rad? Speaking of, choose a card, reduce its cost by 1, and give it limited. Let's continue the companionship path. Reduce its cost by 1 and give it limited. If we manage to pick up any limited attacks, Cobalt Roulette being limited will be a little bit of a bummer, which is the only reason that I'm like thinking about doing that. We could, of course, lower the cost of like Servo Assistant or something. It's one of our setup cards. Or we could drop the cost on, you know, Experimental Slug. I kind of like putting limited on a card you're only going to play once. It's not going to block up that limited slot too much. But then, you know, on the other hand, if you put this upgrade on something you are going to play a lot, you get the benefit of that reduced cost all the time. Yeah, I'm going to make it one of the Experimental Slugs. Let's hope that wasn't a mistake. So after this fight, there'll be another normal fight, then a heal, then an elite, then a normal, then a heal. I'm gonna... am I gonna err on the side of caution? Maybe. You know, I'm not sure if this ESO synthesizer is triggering Optometabolizer, because it's each time you draw an injector, but this says you gain an injector. Let's take on the normal fight. Okay, yeah, it's not. They're not working in concert, sadly. Well, 8 initial fury is pretty fun. Let's pick out our pattern here. The cloak is maybe not nothing this time, but it's not good enough, certainly. And yeah, we'll just hit the injector. Heals us, draws us a card, and we have the tools to get some fucked up shit done. Okay, that's 10 damage already. I was unsure what we would be looking at there. Are you really hitting me for 20? Does that have to happen? Do you need to do that? Let me ammo trick a little bit. $24 is almost good enough. But you know what? This is a really good opportunity for emergency channeling, actually. Because we are saving ourselves 20 damage by doing that, and the damage only comes out of our shield. Alright, the Viper's Bite is probably the thing I would like least, and we drew Servo Assistant. What a bummer. Alright, let's take 20 shield for bullets, and yeah, there just aren't that many devices. do I want to emergency channel? Because I could play Chosen 5. I think I'm going to do that. Get to go into this next round with an awful lot of ammo in hand. Alright, so let's break that. Let's do this nice and early. This is a situation where I don't think we're going to need the reload too much. And I want to know what I'm looking at here. I mean, full autos... So when you play full auto, if you're at 3 bullets in the cylinder, it gains you 2 and then you deal 30 damage. You know, for 1 pulse, that's not so bad. Okay. Well, I was really hoping to gain some other stuff there. That's fine. We're gonna get the whole full auto experience. We're gonna not draw anything that we need. Do I want a Chosen 5? Yeah. There's no sense in going into the next turn with a spare bullet. All right, these are not what I was looking for. And you are done for. That was an awful lot of overkill. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't love any of this. Sending precog is, I mean, it's certainly something. This upgrades to, wow, 28 shield because it's 2 pulse. It's pretty brutal. This can gain you 10 with an additional 10 on it. I don't know. I don't really like any of them. Gain 10 max HP and heal 50. As much as I want an Antiquorum, that puts us back at a pretty high level of health, full health. And then maybe we could just take companionship at the next rest stop. Oh man, this thing again. Yeah, I guess we'll drop the polymorph and damn. I cannot hit my roulettes to save my life. You're gonna do 33 damage to me on the first turn? Really? My dude? Alright, give me that spike. Give me that 3rd nectar. Alright. Ethereal elevation is not a bad start. Also, it's cool to have a melee attack. So, we can go to full shields pretty easily. If I did precise plan, I mean, it would be our last pulse. Right now, we're still taking 15 damage, 18 damage. Yeah, you know what? Master Tinker will do. All right. All we have to do is wait him out, right? Let's start with a little trickery. So this doesn't even cost us a pulse. That's fun. I don't much like locked and loaded here, but we did need something else to generate shield to just give us the immunity for the turn. And then this will gain me a pulse. This will gain me a pulse. Some re-execution's just kind of nothing, and I don't really need more pulse. Okay, this turn you're just doing buff stuff, so Do I want a chosen 5 for the quick shot? I guess I'm just going to do big barrels never tire. Okay, final word's a good draw. Okay, another morphing round is also fine. I don't even need the bullets. Feels a little silly. I'm just kind of like out of things to do. I guess like it's take a quick shot versus hit Viper's Bite for just the base 6. The quick shot is certainly better damage than that. Okay, let's see if I can kill you this turn. A random foe takes 10 damage. Cool. That was not 10 damage. Ooh. Choose a card from your draw pile. What's my draw pile look like? Oh, I can't actually look at it, but I can see that there are 4 cards. Presumably at least one of them is worth playing. All right. Delta Wave Driver. Give me this one. Sadly, I don't think we're quite going to get there. I don't have anything that's anywhere close to 28, right? No, but I do have Ethereal Elevation, which will get us most of the way toward invulnerability. Hits us for 5. We immediately heal some. Bummer. Pretty bad, actually. Okay, I need something that deals damage. There we go. After shooting a foe far, gain 5 shield once per round. Why are so many of the Gunslinger cards limited in such crazy ways? I do like Scavenge Demise. Right, because that card doesn't need to have the once per round. Honestly, it's barely good, even without the once per round. I guess let's remove 2. We are legitimately going to get rid of all of our straight shots. It is going to be all non-base cards. So I think we can afford to take the companionship increase and get all of our cards upgraded. Ooh, for each attack, gain 2 bullets. We don't really have any programs, so as awesome as this is, gosh, maybe I want to take this and... Yeah, maybe we want to take this and push in the direction of getting some programs, because that's really good. We could remove the whiff chance on the experimental slugs. I'm going to take the free version of Cobalt Roulette. And... gosh, if we could get there, this would be so good. All I have to find is a program that doesn't burn itself when you play it. I think I'm going to take... We'll wait on this. We will have other upgrade chances. See if we can get a blue before we make the decision. And we'll just take one of these. I'm inclined to just bump the damage up on this. Like, getting the extra bullet is cool, but... killing our enemies in one shot is even cooler. Increase a card's cost by 1. So we'll do it to one of these. And then decrease a card's cost by 1 and make it limited. I am going to hit the servo assistant with that. And then we're hoping to get rid of that straight shot anyway. Yo, injectors. I love injectors. I love injectors that draw a card when you draw them. Honestly, the Panacea crystals and the blue spice are both pretty compelling. I feel like we run out of pulse more than we run out of hand cards. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, let's start with free servo assistant. That's rad. We don't need the corroder so much anymore. So I guess I'm taking long shot, even though I don't think that's very compelling. Gosh, I wish I thought I could do 90 damage in a turn. It's pretty unrealistic. Let's go hunting. The defense drone seems pretty bad right now. So does the multi-tool kit, though. Yeah. All right, show me something a little bit more compelling. Sure. All right, let's put this in my hand and make it free. The card's pretty good. It's worth some recognition. Yeah, I guess I want to work on the distant one first. So we're planning to just eat 28 here. Then that's not awesome. And we're still just above this summary execution threshold. That's disappointing. Oh, and also, this is a volatile. I should have fired this immediately. True, the other limited card. Oh, that's so bad. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and play the defense drone because one of them is going to come in for melee. We're going to gain a quick shot, and then that will be how we finish this guy off. And sadly, then we're gonna take some fairly serious damage. But that defense drone did some stuff. And that's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards in my hands. We're gonna start this turn with Big Barrels Never Tire, of course. A little bit of the old Cobalt Roulette. Darn. I actually might have, you know what? I might have known that that was not going to work because it may be the case that I have all my attacks in my hand. I do need to get more attack cards. Master Tinker is going to get us safety. Is safety my most primary concern at the moment? Yeah. I care about this. The bullets and probably like modular drone. Modular drone's fun. Okay, you're gonna shoot. Actually, I didn't need to cover my head anyway. I gotta be more aware of that state. Well, let's scam it. Oh, I shot the wrong. Damn it. All right, let's see if there is anything in here. Ooh, gain a pulse per device in hand. That's none. I don't have any of my devices in hand. This is so obviously. It's such a device. Okay. Other ammo trick? Nope, ammo belt, also not a device. That's pretty sad. Temporary Fury goes away at the end of the turn. I guess I would rather have a Pour Fire in my deck, probably. Oh, hey. I drew a device. So now, if I'm only going to get one thing, it's probably Experimental Slug in the hopes of pulling the bonus pulse, which we didn't. We got nothing. Well, I'm not actually taking any real damage here, so I can do this too. Don't want to change your position. I might just want a straight shot. Yeah, I think so. All right, you're gonna explode, right? All near combatants. So do I have... I do not currently have any evasion. I have a melee attack, though. Alright, extra pulse seems useful. Never mind, didn't need it. Because summary execution is, in fact, very, very good. First attack against the first foe in each round deals an extra 2 weakness. Each round, 4 bonus damage on a card of not your choice. The extra 2 weakness thing is like, because it's your first attack against the target in the round, you're very often going to burn the weakness off before the end of the round. So I think I'm taking Hasty Improvement, even though I don't think it's all that good. We have foes survive by 4 points or less semi-frequently. I guess it's not that bad. I can definitely just lose 15 HP here. That's no big deal. We're going to upgrade. I still don't know what I want to do with Precise Plan yet. Do I want to draw attack cards to go with my thing, or... I guess I'd rather have a little bit of like low effort guard, and then we're erasing the expensive straight shot, obviously. I don't think we need first aid. So just the two of you. You're gonna flee and do 26 to me, which is kind of a bummer. All right. That's got you down to the summary execution threshold already. So I guess I'm just going to do it. Did that only gain me 6 shield that time? Have I lost shielding? The sharpener's probably worth this small amount of damage. And I guess we can ammo trick here, like... Yeah, alright, I'll just refill. Once again, I gotta remember to, my volatile injectors need to actually get played. So yeah, polymorph versus just like hit him with the experimental slug. Let's take the polymorph. None of this is super exciting. Yeah, this does the most damage. It's gonna hurt me if I don't do something about it, but honestly, there's a non-zero chance we just get this kill. Okay. Add it to your hand and reduce its cost by 1. I guess, yeah, that's not bad. We'll grab Master Tinker and resolve that for free. Give me bullets. Okay, we're gonna Viper's Bite you, maybe? Even though it's kinda... Alright, so we reshuffled. We're pretty likely to hit Pay Dirt with Cobalt Roulette now, especially if we manage to get rid of the other card. Damn, experimental ammo came through with nothing. Alright, ammo trick me. Yeah, that's pretty good. Proximity protocol will get us somewhere. And then I just back up again. It doesn't feel terrible, right? Thirsty Barrel is like, is barely enough damage to justify... I think I'm going to take another Chosen 5, honestly. Although I know we do need red cards. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. I'm just going to take an upgrade. Do I want to remove the chance for the experimental slug to do nothing? Yes, I do. I want this thing to be, like... Reliable is not the right word. because obviously it's still highly, highly random. But you know what I mean. Better, at least. Do I do it to both of them? Yes. All right. Hey, look who it is. All right, I'm sure this guy would love to rise up. Yo, that's pretty relevant, actually. Because that probably is going to allow us... Oh, 21. We're so close. All right, show me something else. Sure. Dual architecture works. Sadly, I can't play Cheetor Extract this turn for some reason. It's not limited. Oh, there's nothing in my discard pile is why. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, the quick shot off of this is enough to kill the other guy. There we go. We're getting some damage through. I certainly don't need to play Big Barrels Never Tire, although I guess it does give shielding. So I may as well. And now I could use this to gain myself either 8 shielding or 5 shielding at a quick shot. I feel like we can probably hold on to that for a more meaningful circumstance, though. This thing does not want to buff its friends. Deck's like half red? Alright, let's bounce. Precise plan. And then we drew the other one. Damn it. Well, it's not so bad. So, these things came in, right, because of the quest run. They came in with 50 HP, which does make this fight a little bit less efficient. Definitely gonna get through these ammo tricks. Yo, time dilation. Hello. Okay. Time dilation. Quick shot. Polymorph to reload the cylinder? I probably don't need to. Odds are pretty decent I'm going to draw a Chosen 5. And we wouldn't be able to keep the attack cards, so yeah. Alright, this gives me Scavenge Demise anyway, which is fun. And then that guy will get low enough that I can finish him off with the other 2. I mean, I could just... You know what? Let's hit him with the Summary Execution. That'll blow him up in 1. It's going to put me in kind of an awkward place bullets-wise, but I do get to do this and gain a little bit of shielding. A little bit of guard. Okay. So each of their near allies takes 10 damage that is intended for you. It's still a lot. Let's digital ammo trick. I'm looking for melee here. This could be the last thing we do before we play Chosen 5. Divert power is pretty good. All right. So. But Chosen, or Ethereal Elevation, it's a good draw. Anyway. So you're going to take 25. I'm trying to figure out, like, what is the most efficient way of crushing this dude? And I think the answer is like ethereal elevation into experimental slug. Okay, give ourselves this. And then that lets me scavenge demise back to full bullets for him. And we just eat 20 damage, but I would have eaten 20 damage no matter how I set this up, right? That's limited. Yeah, because if I had just had those two beef for me on the shot, they would have each absorbed 10 and I still would have taken 20. Starting to get a little nervous here. It's like it's feeling a little rough. We cannot ground zero these people. Don't think I like graceful dodge very much either, though. All right, nobody's planning to enter our zone anyway. All right. So, big boss is just buffing. I know we have full ammo, but we got to get some damage in this hand. Still not very good, is it? I can get 49. This just gains me pulse. It's not really what I'm looking for right now. Okay, well, the Chosen 5 gives me... I should have waited to play that. I'm being inefficient here. Okay, that gives me that, and then... Emergency channeling makes me take 5 damage, but would allow me to play Master Tinker to not take any damage from that guy, and then also to, you know, put stuff in my deck. And we'll go like this and that. A little worried about how this fight is going, in the sense that it's taking a very long time. We're getting hit a lot because of how long it is taking. Alright, well, this seems like a good time for a quick shot. Get you with that unstable primer. And then... I wonder if we can get over the top. Choose a card from the discard pile. Reduce its cost by 2. I mean, ethereal elevation is pretty good. Playing this will heal me for a bit too. And let me draw a card, which is cool. So we do this, that gets us some shielding. This gets me some more shielding. Shoot you in the face. Shoot you in the face. Get some bullets back. What's in my yard right now? Well, I can get back that ethereal elevation. And also, I guess, like, a damage card. Although maybe it should have been a maneuver, because I could have gotten over the... Yeah, if I had taken, like, Chosen 5, I should have taken this Chosen 5. That would have been the right call. Because we didn't actually need all this ammo. Well... I guess deal 30. Yeah, because that's going to break the shield, so I'm going to take a little... actually, maybe it didn't. Huh. Okay. some ammo back off of that dude. It's kind of not impressive. Oof. Yeah, rough. I do not have lethal on this other guy. And that's upsetting. Alright, card to hand. My bullet situation. My bullet situation is fine, but unstable primer. It's just not like not the card you want to get back. So I think here, take 10 to prevent 7, but also to do 25. Or do I just fire the injector? When they call reinforcements next turn, they probably will just call 1, right? So we can probably... yes, right now, of 44 damage, I'm taking 35 of it. I guess that makes sense to do. Doesn't seem like the right play. Big barrels never tire or chosen 5. I probably don't need big barrels, and I would prefer to have the quick shot. And then I do that first, that I can also get a quick shot off of this. And in fact, no reinforcement call at all. Interesting. Okay, morphing matrix is phenomenal. I'm going to take defensive tactic. Alright, so summary execution's going to burn bullets on you, but it's going to kill you instantly. That's not bad, right? Taking 1 damage. Wait, 11. Oh, was part of that from one of those shields? So yeah, we're pretty dead here, right? There's no way I can get... Like, a big part of what's going on here is that he's just not doing the buff. This iteration of the boss has spent very little time playing the buffing cards. Well, I don't think there's too much we can really do here. So I'll play Orbital Strike and we'll see if we get lucky. We didn't particularly. Alright, there we go. I was going to say, like, we definitely have some Chosen 5s coming. We are, I don't want to say entitled exactly, but you know. In order for this to get me off of lethal, I would have to gain like 11, 12-ish shielding. I don't think it gains us that much. Yeah, we die to 38 damage, and sadly, the boss has slightly more than that. It is rough too. With the other thing with the gunslingers is the health. The health is really harsh. Discard your hand, gain 1 smite for each card discarded, and this is a 3x2. That's interesting. That card's not great. Yeah, just like the low HP, the low max HP is really a problem. You're gonna have trouble with that boss fight. You're gonna have trouble with the monks and stuff. I'm not really sure how to go about winning with this faction. Well, I think that's going to be it for us for today, of course. And maybe for the series as a whole. We're running a little low on time because there's some stuff coming out that I want to jump to. I feel like we've got a good like scoop of this. I think we know the flavor now. I'm not going to make a commitment right now because I don't remember what days I needed to start the other series. That's the thing I should have looked up before starting recording here. So what I will say right now is just that that's it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. There might be another one, or there might not. Come back next time to find out, and we'll see you then.